Daredevil might be my favorite comic book TV show, and if you've seen it, you know that Charlie Cox got in good shape to play Daredevil. So prior to Daredevil, as you can see below, he admitted that he really wasn't a gym goer and he'd only go for an occasional run. And I mention that because when preparing for this role, if he hadn't trained seriously before, he likely experienced some newbie gains when it came to muscle. He was in his early 30s when Daredevil first premiered, 5'10", and I think he was about 158 pounds starting off. Y'all know Daredevil likes to throw hands, so in order to put on size, a lot of his training did consist of muscle building exercises, but there were also heavy cardio components as well as mixed martial arts training. Based on what research I could find, he worked out around 3 to 6 times per week, and it was mainly a full body focus. And when it comes to full body, this workout listed below seems pretty solid. The only difference I would make is something that isolates the hamstrings. So if you have access to some type of machine leg curl or a hip hinge movement like dumbbell deadlift or a back extension, maybe alternating between those kinds of movements every workout, especially if you're a beginner. He doesn't necessarily isolate his arm muscles in this particular workout. However, he did use compound movements, so those muscles still will be used, not till its fullest effect. However, as a newbie, he probably still got some decent growth from that. This is a sample of what he would have done for combat training as well as cardio. Now, this is a sample meal plan of what he ate. I'm assuming he didn't eat this every single day. He probably switched it up from time to time. I don't know exact measurements. However, I personally calculated around 2,300 calories for this and over 230 grams of protein. For someone his size, this seems a little bit low if you're trying to build muscle. However, like I mentioned, he probably experienced newbie gains, and it is possible to build muscle in a calorie deficit, especially if you are a newbie. As a comic book fan and gym enthusiast, I always love seeing how actors physically prepare for their roles as superheroes.